There's something a little bit different around here.
Building on the lecture. Verses coming.
Today I am brewing an international dark lager, and I'm doing it using my brand new brewing system. This will be the first batch I've ever brewed with it. This is a modified Unibrau from Brau Supply. Anyway, that's the new bling. Let's talk a bit more about international dark lager.
I'm back in Pittsburgh, North Carolina with Thomas Vincent. Thomas, hello.
Hi.
So today we are going for a style that I think confuses a lot of people, which is a dark beer that is actually a lager.
Yes.
So talk to me a little bit about the style of this dark lager.
Well, to begin with, lagering doesn't actually impact the color. So anything can be, it's a matter of the malt selection. And what typically we see with this is a light chocolatey kind of color or roast, a nice little bit of hint of tan or brown maybe in the foam. This one I think is examples just a hair lighter, but it's well within reason. A nice ruby notes coming out throughout. You definitely get the richness of the darker malts more apparent in this style.
Okay, so yeah, this is New Belgium 1554. Is that how you would say it? 1554. Yep. Okay, so let's give this one a try. Roasty smell.
Yeah, you definitely get that roastiness on the nose. And there is a little bit of roastiness in there, almost more of a chocolatey than the roasty. It is kind of on the high end of the roast for the style typically. Yeah, there is almost a esteriness to this. And the key to this, to really get the full flavor, is definitely give it a little time to warm up. Cold out of the fridge, I don't like this beer as much as we've had it sitting in a warmer environment for, oh, say 45 minutes, and I think that warmth has done this beer a great favor and gotten it to a better temperature point.
Now we'll get into the brewing system in a minute, but let's just talk about this beer style. The recipe for this one, I am using, for my base malts, a mixture of 50% Vienna and Pilsner, so 5 pounds of each. And then, because this is a dark lager, we need some dark. So for that, I'm using Carafa Special II and ½ pound of that. That's the grist for this beer.
Just trying to free a reckless heart.
So why the new system? Now, previous to this, I have been using a Blickman Brew Easy electric system. It's a great system. The thing that really, by the way, that noise is this thing turning on and off. It's really loud. The thing that persuaded me to move to a new system is actually I just wanted something smaller, because I'm doing this homebrew challenge. I'm brewing much more frequently than I was before. And 10-gallon batches is much too big. That's too much beer for me to get through, once a week. Now, what I really like about this system is how modular it is. Now, if you go and buy an off-the-shelf Brau Supply Unibrau, it actually comes with its own pump that comes here. It comes with its own cooling system as well. So I didn't need any of that stuff because I already have a pump. I have this really nice Blickman Riptide. And the wonderful thing about this system is it's completely modular. You can add whatever you want to it and take away whatever you wanted. So I wanted 240 volt power. Fine, I can put that heating element in. I wanted to use my own pump, that's fine. What it basically comes down to is that this kettle is a kettle with 3 ports, with 3 holes in it. And I can plug in whatever I want in those 3 holes. It so happens that I have a temperature sensor in one, I have the 240 heating element in another, and then I have this outlet here which is running down to my Blickman pump and recirculating. So everything is nice and easy to customize. So okay, so let's talk about this system here. It's basically a sort of a brew in the bag system without the bag. It has, instead of the bag, it has this metal filter where all the grains are, and it's a recirculating system. So what's happening is the wort is coming out of here. It's going through a pump and then getting recirculated up out the top. It's an electric system and it's controlled by these two controllers here. This one sets the mash temperature, so I've set this to be 152 and it will maintain that mash temperature. It also lets me control the pump, turning it on or off. And then this is the 240 volt controller, which is plugged in to the wall here, which gives it the juice, and there is a heating element in the bottom here which is connected through this guy, which is heating up the water.
So I've got my dad here to try this beer. This is a dark lager and it's come out at 5.6%. So first of all, Dad, what do you think about the colour of this beer?
Well, first of all, before that, I can smell it from here and it smells delicious. It looks pretty good. I think not quite as dark as a Guinness, but from here, looks.
Yeah, it's got kind of that sort of
you
red.
Put it up to the light, you can kind of see
Yeah.
a red tinge to it, but yeah.
All right. So what about aroma?
As I say, it's really, really strong. I can smell that from way back there.
So I mean, it's primarily a lager, right? But it doesn't taste. It tastes more like a dark beer, I think, than it tastes like a lager.
Oh, I wouldn't say when it doesn't look like a lager, and to me it doesn't taste like a lager. That tastes like a lighter stout, I suppose.
A light stout. Okay.
A light stout.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But it's lovely. It's
yeah.
a lovely flavour.
Yeah.
Beautiful flavour.
It's I've been making a lot of lagers, and it's nice to have something that is a lager that actually tastes somewhat like beer.
No, I never would have described that as a lager. That's a really lovely beer. A really lovely beer.
Well, you heard it here. This is good. So cheers.
Cheers.
All right, that's it.
Well, it's really nice that though, don't you think?
Yeah.